Hello. Today in this video, I'm going to be reacting to some very nostalgic liminal spaces. We're going to be venturing over to the r/liminal space subreddit, and we're going to be checking out the posts that they've made that are cool. Some of these liminal spaces are nostalgic. Some of them are flooded. Some of them remind me of my grandparents' house. Whatever the case is, today in this video, we're going to be checking them out and reviewing them with you, the wonderful viewer watching. Be sure to play along at home. If you enjoyed this video and you want more in this style, please leave a like. I'd really appreciate that, please. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Please try again. This is a post made just 19 hours ago as I was recording this video. 2,000 upvotes. That's pretty sizable. I don't really know how Reddit works, but I think upvotes are good. This is the definition, guys, of what I'm gonna call a liminal space. I don't feel tingly just yet, but what I will say is that I enjoy all images that have leading lines. Let's see, the bushes go this way, and the fence goes this way, and the sky's a little eerie. It's a liminal space, but it doesn't fill me with that liminal feeling, if you know what I'm saying. See, this is another perfect example of what a good liminal space constitutes, right? You hear all these people like Jaden Salads, my guy. He would say, here we have a liminal room with pipes, and they're pretty liminal. But it's kind of the same thing. I don't really necessarily enjoy repeating pipes. That's kind of odd. But oh yeah, dude, I think the new Samsung Mobile ad right here is a great liminal space. Probably my favorite. Now this one right here, this is close, and I want to explain why. This looks like my grandmother's house from way back in the day. You can smell this house. It smells like rose. It smells like cigarettes. It smells like carpet. This is great. And as the tag here says, a classic liminal, I think so. I think it's a very classic liminal space. The wood paneling, the wood doors, the shag carpet. Worthy of 10,000 upvotes, I think so. This one's also pretty good. I always enjoy the images that have like the strange, out of place doorways or windows, especially leading to the clouds, like this one. The only good thing here is this. There's no other liminal aspects of this image. There's no other eeriness, no other uncanniness. It's just a window to the clouds. Now, this right here, I gotta say it, and I'm not afraid to. That's a great image. That is a phenomenal picture. Local school auditorium had a pipe burst. Not only is an empty auditorium of the definition of a transitional space between being empty, between being full, you've seen a million liminal space videos. I don't even know why you're watching this, to be honest. But not only is it that, the completely still water makes it that much better to look at. I feel like that water's freezing cold, but I also feel like it's hot at the same time, and I feel like it smells like horrible as well. That is a phenomenal picture. Wow. I'm sort of getting like patted on my liminal bone. Not really tickled, but like tapped on. I'm getting ASMR on my liminal bone. We're getting closer, I think. But pictures like these, they'll do it. These are the good images that I would like to see. These are the ones that I would hopefully can continue to see as we go through the video. Happened upon this wonderful hallway and knew it belonged from Fantastic Wolf. I have a lot of questions about this image. One of them, I've never seen a completely circular hallway like this. That's pretty strange, except like maybe in a subway or like a airport. I don't know where this is from. Can I click on this and see? It's a doctor's office. Physician, I think. I think so? I don't know. It looks very... The drywall's cracking there. That's definitely going to be a little bit better in the liminal ranking here. I don't think this is AI. It doesn't look like it. No, it's not. There's too much... Like, that's just bad drywall. The floorboards... Oh, yeah, this is not a very well-made building. Look at the tile. Look at that. Didn't use spacers correctly. But I think it's some sort of doctor's facility, perhaps. Very good picture. Love the leading lines. You all do as well. It's very pleasing to look at. Genuinely, where the fuck am I? Good picture. Pictures that have those surreal energies to them. It's glowing. Like that tree looks like it's glowing pink, but it's not. Got this little bench here. There's always nice to have a little focal point back in there. Multiple angles of the space. We have what looks to be some window unit type AC things. And then this is just another building that just does not look real. Can I see I can't see the name. Maybe a hotel complex, maybe an apartment complex. There's some dude up here. I don't know if you can see that, but right there, somebody's like on their hands and knees. That's... Ooh. Also, it looks like we're seeing some pipes. I think these are pipes, but also some cracks in the plaster of the building, which you guys should get that checked out. I think it's not very safe. Ooh, that's hard. Whoa, I like that a lot, actually. Is that very cool, very cool. This is dope. I like this. I wish more people did this with their window frames. If I had a bar, it would look like this, but also more decor, I should say. Apparently this guy figured out what makes things liminal, which you're about 3 years late to this, my friend. You're about 3 years late to this. This is really just a theory, and I'm sure there's exceptions. In all of these images, there's one commonality you can explore. You're seeing something from only one perspective, but there's obviously more that you can see right around the corner. And I think it has to do not just with if it looks empty, but also if you want to look around the corner. I want to know what's in those windows. I want to look around that back wall in the backwards photo. Just a thought I had. Pretty good thought. I really haven't discussed it in that way, but yeah, it does seem like that. Like, it's kind of the illusion of what's beyond. My mom shared this pic of my birthday party when I turned 5. I love this. I have a ton of pictures like this of myself from my like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th birthday back in 2004. For some reason, pictures from that time period look like they're from the 50s, especially with how good cameras are getting now. Classic liminal, I would agree with that, but I would not agree that it is extreme. The camera quality is a little bit too good. I want a little bit worse camera quality. Your mom had too good of a photography skills back then, so it's not tickling the bone. Oh, Jeffrey Epstein's pool. That is a liminal space, and it's very odd. This is not, no, get out of here. I don't like this. It's making me feel weird. My coworker calls this the murder hallway. Why in God's green earth would an engineer or an architect or a builder make this monotonous hallway? I genuinely want to know what, I guess this is a hospital to be like sterilized, but this is purgatory. Vending machine in Japan that I shot with a Nintendo 3DS. I used to take photos on my old DS as well. I like this. However, I honestly think it's more of a cool picture, not liminal. I don't think so. Sorry. Backrooms or pool rooms. Classic liminal. The old future. I love Frutiger Arrow. I love the aesthetic of it. I made a video on my other channel, Spoogly, about the entire thing, the history of it. This image, I love them. Things that are edited like this, the future we were promised, the future that we were lied to about, I love it. True ODM? Good. Good stuff. Another example, Frutiger Arrow IRL. This is great. I love this. If this existed in real life, I would go there for a video. I wonder if it does. No, it's AI, surely, or like air animated or something. Wait, it's real? No. There's no way it's real. If this is real, I'm actually going there. Yo! No, I gotta go here for a video. Oh, this is awesome. I could stay at the Frutiger Arrow Motel. Maybe me and Jaden need to share a little room. Let's check the prices. Shibara Resort in Hanak offers luxurious rooms with sea or pool views. Each room features air conditioning, private bathroom, modern amenities. Awesome. Now, can I get a price? So I would be paying about $2,000 a night to stay at this motel. It might be worth it for a video. That's awesome, and I didn't know it existed. I love Frutiger Arrow. I might have to go to this with Jaden. Who knows? If this video gets 10,000 likes, I will go spend $6,000 to stay at the Frutiger Arrow Motel. I see this picture all the time. It's not real. Edited fake CG. I've used it for a couple of videos. I love it, though. I wish it was real. That'd be awesome, but it's not. So let's move on. In the basement at my grandparents' apartment complex. This reminds me a lot of that Burger King Liminal Space image that's in their basement for some reason. It's got the kiddie playroom, the fake windows. The fake windows will do it. That adds that unreal touch to the space. The brick walls being stark yellow. Looks like a McDonald's basement if they had one. Never go to the McDonald's basement, bro. Deep in the mountain. Okay, this is another perfect real-life kind of nature example of liminal spaces. The leading lines right into the tunnel, and like the other Redditor said, the draw to these is that you can't see what's beyond, but you want to explore it. That's the entire point. And I guess that's what everybody wants to see. That's why this has 3,000 upvotes. It's pretty cool. And here we are. I love these dead malls, because especially nowadays, all malls are dead. Every time I walk into one, if you saw my Liminal Space road trip series with Jaden Salads, we went to a couple abandoned malls, and they look like this. The furniture stores do, and it's great. This is titled Next to My College. There's a huge, almost empty mall. Here's some pictures I took. This looks like an old Ashley furniture store, maybe. That's awesome. It looks closed, actually. And another weird staircase. Cool. Yeah, I love dead malls. There's something about them. Something about them. You just can't put a finger on it, but it's great. It's great. I don't know why I just said crate, but it is. I also do enjoy like the CGI blender rendered little things like this, even though this is like 1 pixel and not real. I wish things like this did exist because we could explore them for videos and content, and I can please the algorithm gods by doing so. But either way, these are pretty neat. And then there's just a picture of a field. And of course, everyone has this is like one of the most famous pictures of liminal space history right here, the flooded subway. Awesome picture. It kind of goes back to the auditorium that was flooded earlier in this video. Something about water being where it shouldn't be, and it existing where it shouldn't be allowed. Man, that really does tickle the bone. I like it. I like it a lot. 3,000 upvotes, warranted, I reckon. There are lots of liminal games, but Dream Core hits the feelings just right. That's exactly how those places felt as a child. I think I've seen a playthrough of this, maybe by 8-Bit Ryan, perhaps. Should I play this game on the channel? Maybe so. Everybody leave a like, please. I think I might play it. I think I might play this game. It looks awesome. That is how those used to feel. If you ever were alive, kind of early 2000s, some of you might be too young, little Zoomers, but old people in Gen Z, millennials and stuff, we grew up when buildings had these playhouses or whatever, and when you were trapped inside of them, it was actually kind of scary and definitely dangerous to leave like a 3-year-old running around these by themselves, because I would get lost sometimes and just kind of have to wander around until I found my way back. And it was pretty scary. It felt like I was in prison. I went for a walk and genuinely everyone was gone. I do enjoy pictures like this and those moments in life when you do something and everybody is just empty. When the spaces that are usually packed, even roads, are barren. It's the same feeling you get if you leave and go on a road trip at like 1 a.m. when the roads are completely empty, the gas stations are empty. This is the exact same vibe I get from it. This is pretty cool. This looks like a movie set almost. There's literally nobody there. I don't really like that. That's kind of got like dark energy to it. That's really neat, actually. Where's this at? Looks like the perfect spot to pee while testing a nuke. True, but that's an awesome place to pet. What would you do if you woke up here? Well, I'd probably just kill myself. Their classic image here. You see these all over the place on Pinterest, on Google Images, kind of the CGI like grassy hallways or whatever. They're pretty neat. They're pretty cool. I wish there was kind of like real footage of it and not just like AI, but maybe one day. Liminal in Mexico. This is another resort similar to the Fruta Guerrero one, but in Mexico. That was in Saudi Arabia. I don't like this little creature here at all. I don't like that little face. I don't like that. It makes me feel weird. And I don't like how these look scaly and dragony. I'm just gonna get out of here. It doesn't even look relaxing to me. It looks scary, like a dungeon. This is another picture that I see all the time. I don't know where this was taken. Maybe I should watch a Jaden Salads video exposing where the location was, but I really like it. It seems like it's up in the clouds, even though that's edited, but I don't know where it's taken. This is English, right? I think so. Wherever it was taken, that's cool. Classic staircases that lead to nowhere. If you've seen the Wind Lagoon video about the staircases in the woods, then you know. It actually makes my skin crawl. Why would this even need a catwalk? I don't know. They're not doing anything. You can't even get down to the bottom. It's just one story to another. I don't know. That's strange. Pictures my mom took in 2011. It seems like a lot of moms are taking images. I like that. This kind of reminds me of if you're ever a kid and went on a vacation anywhere, this is what your rental would always look like. Something like this. I love the old LCD TV. Some of my rich friends when I was a kid had these TVs in their kitchens or in their bathrooms, and I thought they were super rich for that. They were. My basement kind of looks like this, actually, like right now. Another Dream Core window. These kind of have their place, like I've established many times, and in an effort not to repeat myself, I do like them, but to me, there's no other part of the image that seems liminally, other than the clouds. And I know that's the point, but it doesn't look. It just looks like I'm looking out a window. They allegedly haunted 12th floor of the Congress Plaza Hotel in Chicago. I didn't see any ghosts. I'll tell you right now, it might not be haunted, but the crown molding, that needs some work. That does. Or the picture shadow boxing, whatever this is called, that's horrible. That's the landlord special. And has a demon clawed its way through these, dude? This is horrible. Somebody needs to go up there, rip all this out, and do it all over. This looks horrible. Good lord. It might not be haunted, but whoever runs the Congress Plaza Hotel in Chicago. 3rd floor movie theater. Where would they be where there's 3, maybe a mall? I actually really like this. This is kind of like that early 90s tile work. I used to go to a movie theater like this with my grandparents way back in like 06, and it used to look like this, and I can smell this image. It smells like old buttery burnt popcorn. But why would it be on the 3rd floor? That's a perfect example right there of how just that little detail, the 3rd floor, adds to the liminal of it all. Another aspect of the liminal culture that no one ever really sees or talks about, in my opinion, is the spaces in cartoons, right? This is the Jetsons. I don't know if y'all grew up watching them. I did. I love the Jetsons. But there's other cartoons that were back in the day that had these really kind of I Spy empty backgrounds like this. And that is very liminal. It's very Frutigrero as well. The future that was promised, as I've established before. The future that we were supposed to have, but they lied to us and didn't give us this future. Instead, we got the cringe, war, stupid idiot future. Now this one right here, first attempt at spotting one from Apprehensive Sky. This looks exactly like those old doctor's offices that you used to go to in your small town that are like in a strip mall. And you walk in and it smells like wood and pine saw and also like mold. Like it smells bad, but they're trying to cover it up. That's what this smells like. Boardwalk. I love these right here because if you go to Yellowstone or any national park like that, a lot of the boardwalks are like this, or maybe the John Muir Woods. And if it's empty, if it's an empty day, these are very disturbing in real life. You kind of get, I wouldn't say you get apprehensive about walking, but you get kind of scared because they always have turns and you can't see far ahead or far behind you. Long carousel for some big value. Thanks, Arby's. The interior of the Steinway grand piano. That is perfect forced perspective liminality. I love that. This is tiny, but it's huge. That's what they all say. Of course, a classic empty Macy's. I have one of these in my own little old town. Another grandma's house picture with the wooden paneling. Whatever that's got, the AC unit thing, the AC ductwork. This person went to the Backrooms Hotel, which I will be going to in about 2 months' time. Don't you worry, I haven't forgot about my promise about going. I'll be here vlogging the whole thing, but this person, they went, they got this little angle of it. I'll be there too. I'm gonna get some drinks at this bar right here. Ooh, watch your step. That's an interesting little video game, little space thing. That's cool. Who doesn't love holes in the ground? Oh yeah, what would you feel in here? These forced perspective rooms where it's like randomly segmented and inclined and declined with small hallways. And see, this looks really tall, but like, how tall is the ceiling? Are we talking like 5 feet tall? Or not like 20 feet tall? I don't know. But I feel like if you're in a space like this, you feel the static, right? You feel the emptiness, the abandonment. I don't even know what that little thing is. It looks like a little llama or something. I would say I'm pretty close to getting my liminal bone tickled. I'm enjoying these liminal spaces. Okay, little mannequins everywhere. Oh yeah, look at that. Went to a balloon museum. That is extremely strange. Why is the ceiling so low? Or maybe these are just huge. That's probably what it is. I don't like that. That dude's looking at me. I'm not a big fan of that. During research, I randomly came across this indoor water park at the Wellness Hotel in Bergfried in Tyrol, Austria. Me and Jaden Salas gotta go. This is the definition of the pool rooms. This is awesome. I love liminal indoor water parks and stuff, but this even looks like the back rooms. That's pretty neat. We're almost, I'm kind of getting tickled. I might be getting tickled. Interesting bathroom. I always love when doors and windows are not where they should be. Like what? Maybe I used to be a staircase. I don't know. It's pretty strange. Neighborhood I was in today. I used to live in a neighborhood very much like this. I made a video on it. Go check it out if you haven't. Living in these places genuinely drives your mind insane. I lost my mind living in a copy and paste Dr. Seuss neighborhood. It was the worst decision I've ever made. I mean, I had good memories there, right? I did get cheated on when I lived there. That wasn't cool. This looks like kind of airport, maybe like a crosswalk or something. I really like those as well. A little carpet and stuff. We don't do carpet much anymore. We should do that. Bring back carpet. The pool rooms, of course. Who doesn't love them? I think the pool rooms, that's the way to get to my tickle bone. If you want to reach me and make me ticklish, you have to tickle my liminal bone with pool water. Another little dead mall there. Rest in peace. I used to love going to the mall. They told me to sit and wait. This is maybe a post office? These kind of look like lock boxes. And it's a color-drenched room. I hate it. I hate that. Get out of my face. Get out. That's pretty tough, actually. Pics I took inside of an abstract type museum. A lot of museums are very liminal because they don't really change. They look the same as they do when they were kind of created. And if they're empty, they have these, like, what even is that little creature? I don't know. It's pretty cool, though. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, McDonald's new play place for children. There is no play place. It's 2 tablets and 2 chairs. Something is drastically wrong with our society that this is what, like, I grew up in the perfect time. Very early 2000s. I mean, I'm not even gonna tell you, but it's early. Okay, I'm old. And I had a huge jungle gym to go in there and play on. These poor kids these days have to go here and play on a tablet and 2 cuck chairs in the corner. I hate this. This is the bad version of liminal spaces. This is the transitional space between worse and awful. Good lord. This is an example of these windows that look out in a good way. This is a good picture. Not only does the wall have like this eerie blankness to it, the sky looks fake, plus the shadow and the reflection. This is how it's done. Huckleberry OK7996, you got it. The indoor pool at Hearst Castle. 32,000 of us. That is awesome. That actually looks really cool. Again, I'm not sure if it's liminal. Maybe it is. The water's pretty still and there's no one else there. But very ornate. I love that. It's really, really neat looking. If I had a castle, the pool would probably look something similar to this. Oh my gosh. Was my hotel liminal? This looks like, this is like brutalist as shit, dude. What in the world? It's just concrete. Barren hallways, no decorations. Are you in like Cold War era Russia, bro? Where are you? Oh my goodness. What is this place? I hate this. No, 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 no. I don't like that. I do not like, this looks like some military base. Miss me with this. I'm not a fan. This is like a video game. This photo I took gives me a weird feeling. I swear that looks like a video game. I like that. The sun, the reflection. Kind of looks AI, but I think it's one of those, it looks AI, but is real, I hope. Another classic right here, Bliss under stoplights. I love the really saturated grassland liminal spaces, and I love just where roads end, because it's very unnatural. But right here, just ending of a road, there's a pedwalk, there's stoplights, a random water tower. This is the definition of a perfect liminal space. I've said it in this video multiple times. This one actually is. That very house between reality and sleep. This picture is exactly what dreams look like to me. Like this, whatever filter they put on this, this is what I see when I dream. Kind of this taupe, beige, grainy filter. What I'm gonna say, geometric shapes. Like these trees, they look like clouds, but they're trees. And in your dream, you would see that and you'd be like, well, that's normal. But obviously it's not normal. This is a regular tree. This is awesome. Kind of gives me the background of I Spy books vibes. If you ever read those. Really cool though. My local mall used to be full of people and now it is dead. Yet another dead mall liminal space we have going on here today. This one does seem more colorful, more what I would call modern. It's definitely less 90s in my opinion. The floor is definitely 90s with the paint job. Kind of seems modern. Let's see these other pictures. Do they got anything here? Okay, they have the skylight. I don't know what the mall's deal was with skylights. If you watch my Liminal Space road trip, I keep referencing it. You should watch it. The mall we went to in my town has a big skylight with a big tree like that. Pretty neat, pretty cool. Oddly terrifying. This is really weird. I'm not sure why I've never seen a purple drop ceiling before, much less with orange walls and a red couch. I don't even know the context of what this is. Maybe a basement, I think? I don't know. I don't like that. Yeah. An unusually long slide in a park I lived nearby as a child. This one, this is an issue with some of these posts. This isn't a liminal space. This is just an oddly terrifying image. So I think like people might be, they're not uploading the wrong Reddit, but I just don't think this is liminal. I don't think it's classic liminal. I don't get the vibes. Optical Illusion Museum. Now I actually went to one like this in Las Vegas, the Optical Illusion Museum. I forgot the name of it, but it was really cool. They had some hallways like this, and it really did mess with your mind. Me and Jaden, on the Liminal Space road trip, we also went to Omega Mart, and it was similar to this as well, and very liminal, the definition of liminal space. It's not as nostalgic per se, but it is definitely that backroomsy, otherworldly feeling. Classic right here, the indoor balconies. I don't understand what engineers came up with this. I don't know why they did it. I don't know the reasons. I don't know why they felt like this was a good idea. This is so disgustingly dystopian to me. I really do. And this is a pretty, like, I see this image all the time on Reddit. I hate this picture. And I also hate that every single place has a mat in front of the door and it's already inside. Like you've already walked inside. Why do you need another mat? I don't like this. I don't. Ooh, this is actually really neat. Desert Road, my oil painting. That is really cool. This reminds me of the stop sign liminal space, which I'll pop up on screen right here. This looks just like it. Very well done. I was thinking about making a video where I paint liminal spaces and it would be in this kind of style. Not as good as this. This guy's phenomenal, or whoever this is phenomenal. That's pretty neat. I like that. I think we should paint liminal spaces more. That's awesome, dude. Another staircase to nowhere. We've talked about these earlier in the video. Liminal staircase in Cabo San Lucas. Pretty beach though. Very, very beautiful. But I think I peed here once as a child, you know, because I grew up in Salkar, Russia. The Children's Hospital. I had a lot of time in my childhood in the hospital because I did have cancer, and a lot of the playrooms there, they look just like this. Something about, I don't know what it was, but like the late 90s, early 2000s, what the adults thought the kids would enjoy were these like big red and blue blocks. Like they were block heavy, and these little balls right here that you could like move around on the wire. I don't know why they thought we would like this. It is pretty cool, like have a little play place, but I can smell all this image. It smells like industrial cleaner and sterilized ointments. But for some reason, mine looked exactly like this, like just to a different degree. I don't know why it was like that, because I went to a bunch of hospitals and they all had the same. Like, they had the giant blocks and the giant, like, spheres you can move around. And they had the weird seating. I don't know what was up in the air at that time. It was pretty cool. We got to go back to that. Lots of colors. Somewhere on the 4th floor. It says it's edited fake CG. But this definitely gives the vibes of the Stanley Hotel, which is the hotel The Shining was based off of. Again, I went there on my Liminal Space road trip, yada, yada, yada. This one's neat. I like this. It's kind of got the red floor. Looks like a backrooms level, but it also could be real. Like, this could be just a random Motel 6 in, like, Ocean Shores, Washington or something. But it's fake, apparently. Yeah, this is the Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando. I think this is using B-roll for some footages of, like, schools for iCarly and Drake and Josh. Again, what was it about the early 2000s that had every single thing be like bright and like neon? That was the move, like Fruitiger Metro and stuff. What was the purpose? I don't know. I'm asking. It's a good thing. I really want this to come back because it went away. Nothing looks cool anymore. Obviously, it looks gray and dull and boring and stupid and ugly. This has to come back. It really does. Oh, do you miss our AMA? Hi, Reddit. Dr. Nagasaka. Hi, Reddit. Heather here. Get me off this platform, bro. I hate this. It's like another dead mall. Yep. This one maybe looks like an outlet mall. I'm not really sure. The ceilings are pretty strange, but it's definitely dead. It's really dead, actually. It looks like there's a Bank of America in there, but nothing else. My cat is clawing at my door. As if it all was a dream. This, again, if you ever took like a field trip as a child to a museum or something like that, they always had these play places that had these big, goofy, like, colors and jungle gyms and all these stupid little slides. This is the kind of stuff we got to go back to. We have to make this normal again. When I run for president, I'm going to run on my platform of making Liminal great again, okay? It has to happen. This needs to come back. We don't need gray squares McDonald's. We need this again, okay? Ooh, another digital painting. Okay, I really like the liminal paintings. I'm probably going to do that video if y'all want that. This is pretty neat. I like it. Only has one upvote, but that's cool. I like it, dude. Oh, healthy sexual. Cool. And you just can't go wrong with the classic eyesight testing image. I love this. Honestly, I think this might be the one. This might be the liminal space that does it. It's perfect in every way. The field makes no sense. It shouldn't be there. The red barn seems impossibly far away, yet you can see every detail about it. And then you have the leading lines of this white picket fence that just lead all the way up to it. But you don't know what's in the house. You don't know how long it takes you to get there. There's a strange hill, and you have no idea how tall it is. Is this the perfect liminal space? To answer my own question, I think it might be. I'm feeling tickled. Thank you, Waxany, for tickling my bone today. I appreciate that. And I think that might conclude this episode of Liminal Spaces on Reddit. I gotta come up with a better title, like now, or this is gonna flop. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want more in this style, please do leave a like. That way I know. I'm rearranging my office to a different room right now. That's why this is a mess. There's a vacuum here. There's a chair there. Fireplace there. It's gonna be all fixed. It's gonna look really nice. I'm getting a new camera. This looks bad. I know. I'm sorry. But I had a lot of fun today looking at liminal spaces and stuff. It's really fun to kind of talk through them and examine them or whatever and check out r/liminal space if not a little monotonous. But I hope y'all enjoyed it still. Thank you for watching. Hope you had a great day. Remember to drink some water or a coffee if you feel like it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.